New details on a tree that came crashing down on top of a house in last night's storm.
Remarkably, no one was hurt. In the daylight, the damage is clear from both outside and inside.
New at 6, we're talking to the homeowners who tell us the tree wasn't even theirs. From the East Bay Mobile Newsroom, Eyewitness News reporter Brian Yacono is in Tiverton.
The family that lives here says they were just getting ready for bed when the entire house shook. All they can imagine at first was an earthquake. This is a big one, and it came down right onto Don Kayer's house.
The house shook, and then all of a sudden we heard the crash, which was obviously all the glass that went all over the place.
She took me inside to a second-floor bedroom to see the damage, limbs stabbing through the ceiling surrounded by puffs of insulation, and the shattered glass from the skylight over her daughter's bed. It's enough to make your heart skip. Thankfully, she says, no one was on this side of the house when the tree came down.
We were just like in shock. Oh my God. Because we had all of the tree inside of my daughter's bedroom.
The irony here is that the tree isn't on the Kayers' property. In fact, the stump in their yard shows the size of an old tree they removed for this very reason.
We also had a very old tree, and 2 years ago I had State Line come back in January to cut it down because I was very fearful. Every time we had a windstorm, more limbs would be falling. And I have kids that walk up and down the street, getting off the school bus, and I didn't want it to crash in my dear neighbor's house.
Dawn tells me she's still getting over the shock of what happened to her house, but with everyone okay at this point, it's just about replacing property damage. With the East Bay Mobile Newsroom, Brian Yacono, Eyewitness News.